Welcome back to Project 194. This is your boy Sammy D, and I am here with my man
Grift. I'm a producer engineer at Loud House Studios, originally from 194. Yeah.
Okay, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Shit.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
What the fuck you been doing?
I've been working at Loud House. I'm also like a system tech over there, so I kind of just make sure everything's up and running, everything's turned on and right.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people go in there and just mess shit up. You know how it is.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, but I've been working with this guy, Infamous, as well. Y'all go check him out. I think it's at Infamous. But he's sick. He's signed to a label, so I work with them pretty often. And yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell the people who I even worked with.
Let's see. So Infamous, I mean, he's not very big, but like he's getting up there, man. He's putting in the work for sure. I've worked with Offset. I recorded Frank Ocean one time. I wouldn't say I worked with him, but I recorded him one time. And then I'm supposed to be getting something on this next SZA album.
Don't tell people that.
Nah, but really, I just been mixing a lot. I've got a lot of online clients now. People from like all over the world that are just sending me their shit.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. So tell people how you got started. How did you actually get started?
I started off. I've been playing instruments since I was 4 years old. I got into engineering kind of in high school. Started recording and doing like the production and like behind the scenes for all the theater stuff, all the marching band stuff. I'm a band kid from going way back. And then after that, I just was like, man, I don't really want to do all the like hands-on like with the talent. I want to be in the studio. I want to be helping people just like individuals make better music. So I started going to school. I went to the Atlanta Institute of Music for 2 years. Studied just recording techniques and drum set performance. And I've just been kind of making my way through the industry ever since.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. I remember the first time I met you. But don't worry about that. We'll get to that later. But now, so how'd you get the name Grift? So for people that don't know.
I used to watch this show called Leverage, and one of my favorite characters on there was the Grift, and it's just about finesse. And if y'all go and listen to some of my productions, my beats are just very clean. Like I enjoy that clean sound. I'm not into all that distortion, all that like clipping that a lot of these people are doing. It's cool, but there's a way to do it and get a better, cleaner result.
Dope, man. It's fucking dope. So where are you from?
I'm actually from Marietta, where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in California, but I don't really remember living there. My parents moved here, like literally right down the corner on Lower Roswell, when I was 3. So I've just kind of been here ever since.
Yeah. So is there any who are like your top 5 like influences, like even just influences?
Number 1, I'm gonna say Zed. Everybody knows who that is, I'm assuming. I mean, there's countless songs that he produced. He's kind of just a producer, really. He doesn't, really have his own voice in the songs. But just his sound choices and all that is incredible. I like Blood Pop. That's definitely number 2. He did a lot of Justin Bieber shit, and it's just really clean, but really like disgusting sounds. And it's just that's kind of really what I enjoy, is just like the crunchy but clean shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who else, man? Pharrell, always got to be on that list. Rick Rubin, always got to be on that list. Man, I can't even really think of anybody else right now. Was that 4? Yeah. Shit, 5? It's probably somebody I haven't even met yet.
Oh, okay. That's dope. That's fucking dope. Okay, so like, is there anybody that you would like to work with? Is there like besides those people, like
Yeah. I would really like to work with Future. I just enjoy his voice. It doesn't even, I don't really even care what he's talking about, you know? It's just, his voice is like so soothing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
He's
I
talking
like
about murder
Future,
and shit.
man.
I'm just like,
I like Future. Future's pretty dope, man.
yeah.
Like, so I heard that you have music out.
Okay.
Tell me about that.
I mean, I used to live in a house with 3 roommates and we had a whole studio in the basement and it was pretty much every day was just like us fucking around down there, you know? We had jobs, but like we all worked at Guitar Center. So it was, you know, you go to Guitar Center and you deal with music and then you come home and there's a whole studio in your basement. So yeah, you're just gonna kind of jam out and all that.
That's dope. This kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can practice shit. Everybody can get this shit. Oh, that is like a super.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, so me and my friends would just fuck around down there and make music with each other. We made all sorts of shit, all sorts of like crazy, just unreleased electronic weird shit. A bunch of like, honestly, like that Minnesota, what is that, like that, just like super like grungy kind of sound that people are doing now. But yeah, we had like a whole live room down there, so we messed around with a lot of live instruments, drums, guitars, you know, we had all sorts of shit.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I want to ask you a question. So, for like, if you could tell anybody that's like starting like to be an engineer or a producer or a rapper, you could tell them anything, any good advice. Like, what would you tell them? What's some shit that you want to tell them that you wish you would have known before you started doing this shit? That somebody should have told you.
Just be prepared for anything.
Okay.
I mean, I've dealt with all sorts of people in this industry. I mean, I used to do like pop and country mixing, and like those people are super cool. But then, of course, there's some of them that like will just nitpick every little thing. So you got to be ready for whatever the client is going to throw at you. Always. Second piece of advice, use your ears. As an engineer, use your ears and keep your ears safe. You go to concerts, wear earplugs. If you're in the studio and they've got, you know, the most expensive Augsburgers or the Barefoots or something, and the person's just like, hey man, keep turning it up, keep turning it up. Put some earplugs in, man. You're gonna hurt your hearing. Like, for sure. Get an Apple Watch. That shit will tell you when the environment's too loud for, like, you to be able to stand. It's like when you go to a concert, people don't realize, like, you're getting the same level, if not more, from studio monitors that you are at, like, the loudest show you've ever been to. So just be careful. Save your ears.
That's dope, man. So, you're a producer. You've been around for a while.
Yeah.
What are some things that you want to tell some artists to not do? Some don'ts. What are some do's?
Don't go in the studio with any kind of expectation for what's going to happen. Because at the end of the day, the engineer, the producer, and the artist, and whoever else with a label that has to be in the room or whatever, we're all here to make the best music possible. I'm not here to fight you. I'm not here to get in your way. I'm here to help you make the best music that you can. So just, artists, listen to your engineers, listen to your producers. If they tell you to do a line over or switch up a bar, do it. They're only trying to help you. They're not, you know, there's no egos in this shit. There shouldn't be any egos in this shit because we're all trying to make good ass music. And that's what it's about at the end of the day.
That's crazy. I said that the other day. I was like, I asked the question. I was like, should you take advice from the producers? Because some producers don't give you any advice.
Right.
Some of them just give you bullshit advice.
Yeah.
Or some of them just take your money. So it's like, how do you know when, who's what?
It's kind of just like a flow thing. I mean, you've got to, like this industry is all about networking. So the more people you meet, the more people you're going to find that think like you do, or like-minded. So the first person you meet might not be the best fit. Just like, you know, if, I don't know, some yodeling group from Canada came down, like, I'm definitely not the best engineer for that. You know, you need somebody that's like more trained in, like, you know, orchestral shit, you know? but you will find the right fit. You just gotta kind of trust that process too, and like just kind of in the search for finding stuff. And it's not like when you go to a studio and you're like, damn, that studio sucked. It might not be the studio, it might be the engineer, and it might just not be the right engineer for you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So, what are some things that you see in artists that you don't like when they come to the studio?
Definitely just the attitude. Like I've been disrespected like more times than I can count.
Disrespected?
Oh hell yeah! People come in, man. Like the other day, this dude like went in the little fridge that is like has a lock on it, and I had it unlocked because you know I put some drinks in there, and he like opened up all my drinks, and I had some weird drink in there. He was like, "Man, this shit tastes like ass. Why would y'all serve this in there?" I was like, "Bro, that's my personal shit." He was like, "Oh my bad, you want it?" I was like, "Nah, dog, no, no." But yeah, it's just the attitude. It's the thinking that you're like the artist in the artist's mind. It's like I'm paying for this, so I can do whatever I want. But like in reality, you're paying for somebody's livelihood. So like you fucking with them and them fucking with you. Like it's not if it doesn't work out, then there's no point in them like even engineering you, you know. So yeah, I always say this: artists, please do not go in there with an ego, because the engineer, even if you engineer yourself, the engineer that's there probably got some years on you, for sure.
That's true. That's crazy though. Okay. Well, I had some other questions to ask you, but I don't know if I should. I'm gonna ask you anyway.
Okay.
So, are you single? Are you in a relationship?
I'm in a relationship.
Okay. How is that?
It's amazing. Emma, if you're watching this somehow in the next however many weeks, I love you. It's great. You know, she's amazing. We live together. It's yeah.
So how is that like being like this big producer and being in a relationship?
It can be hard at times because I don't, as an engineer, you don't really have regular hours. Like you can get a call and you might have to be ready in an hour at like 2 a.m. And I try not to take those sessions because I want to be asleep, main thing. I do like to maintain a regular sleep schedule. But no, it's pretty easy. She's into music too. She went to the same college I did. So we're both, know a lot about this shit. And she does her own thing and I do my own thing, and then we can come together at the end of the day and just, it's great.
It's dope, man. It's fucking dope. Okay, so look, tell the people what's coming out next. What's next for Grift? What Grift got coming out?
I'm about to start mixing the next Infamous project, so that's going to be coming out. And like I said before, go check him out. He's an incredible artist. He's very, very versatile. He's super young. It's very, very hard to find people that actually like listen that are that young.
Okay, so is it true you got like a recording package or something out, like an engineering package?
What you mean?
Like, I don't know. Somebody told me like like a engineering, like a mixing and mastering package or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, man. You need your shit mixed and you need it radio ready. I give all sorts of discounts for multiple songs. Anything more than 5 is gonna be like $250. Anything else, just singles, is gonna be $300. But yeah, hit me up. My Instagram is grift.music, Grift.
Alright, man. Is that everywhere on everything?
Pretty much. I'm really only on Instagram.
Okay, see, he's only on Instagram, people.
Yeah.
So yeah, alright, appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate you coming down here, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a very busy guy, man.